Hi guys, it's Cindy aka Disney Queen. Today I'm coming to you with my planning series, and today's episode is Today I'm going to talk to you about my priorities for Animal Kingdom. So stay tuned. Okay, today I'm going to talk to you about what things we're going to try to prioritize at Animal Kingdom. I did another video earlier about 7 things that I've never done at Animal Kingdom, and today I'm going to tell you some things that I've done before that I really love and that I look forward to doing on each trip. So I have my little sheet that has what some of the things are at Animal Kingdom. There's so many different animals and things that you can see, and that is probably not at the top of my priority list to see the animals. I know it's kind of crazy to go to Animal Kingdom and not go to see the animals, but I'm not a big animal person, and so I think that's probably why Animal Kingdom is like one of those parks that I didn't get as excited for. But this year we're going to do things a little differently, and it's going to be not as hot, hopefully. And so I think I might explore a little bit more than I maybe wouldn't have before. At least that's the plan. So there are several different sections of Animal Kingdom. There's the Oasis, there's Discovery Island, there's the Pandora Land, there is Africa, Asia, Dino Land. And I would say that when we've gone to Animal Kingdom in the past, we've predominantly stayed in I would say the Africa area. One thing that I have to do every trip is I have to go see Festival of the Lion King. I love that show. I've actually seen the Broadway version of Festival of the Lion King, and I loved it. My son-in-law and my daughter surprised me one year for my birthday and got me tickets to see it, and we went to see it and loved it. But I actually like the version at the park a little bit better than even the Broadway version, and I know that's shocking to hear, but I really do. I think the first time we went to Animal Kingdom was when Animal Kingdom opened, and we got to see the very first showings of it. And at the time, and you have to have been a long time park person to know this, at the time that we went, Animal Kingdom was actually not in a closed-in building. It was open to the outside, and as nice as it was extremely hot. And I think they realized that, and then the next time we went back, they had put it in an closed in the walls. And since that time, it has moved to another area. But the first time we went, it was so neat to see, because to me, it was like seeing a Broadway show. That's just how good I feel like it is. And so we always go to see the Festival of the Lion King. Another thing that we have to do when we go to Animal Kingdom that is still a priority for me, and will probably, if like let's say we don't get the fast pass that we want, I will probably try to see if we can go there first thing in the morning, and that is Kilimanjaro Safari. It's probably as close as I'm ever going to get to an African trek, and so we always go on this, whether it's hot or not. It is something that we do, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing it going when it's not as warm. I keep saying not as warm, guys, and I'm telling you, my luck, it'll be hot as I don't know what in November. But we're not claiming that right now, and so Kilimanjaro Safaris is definitely a must for us, and so it'll probably be something that we prioritize when we first get in the parks. We'll probably go straight there. You'll be surprised. My first priority is not Pandora. The other thing that we do is Dinosaur. Now, the last 2 trips that I've made, somehow or another we did not make it to Dinosaur, so that is a priority for this trip. And I have been watching wait times, and I think the best time for us to see that is maybe later on in the evening, when a lot of people have actually left the parks. And if you watch my 7 things I've never done, one of the things that we've never done is be at the parks at nighttime. And so I'm hoping if we keep an eye on the My Experience app when we're there later on in the evening, we may look and maybe the times won't be too crazy and we can go on Dinosaur then. This is all based on us not having access to fast pass rides until we get there. And for those of you who haven't seen some of the other planning videos, the reason for that is that we are actually doing military passes. My son-in-law is in the military, and so my daughter has access to getting the military passes. You can go to a base and get them early, but that is probably not going to happen for us. We're probably not going to get them until we get to Disney. And so that's kind of, even though we're staying on property, that's kind of wipe us out as far as getting them fast passes in advance. So we're going to be limited to what we can get a fast pass, because you can get some the day of and you can get some when you first get there. And we're going to be there. We're not going into the parks immediately upon getting to Orlando. So it's going to be a crapshoot to see what we get. But that's okay, because the point of this trip is not to necessarily rush here and there. And even though we're planning our days, it's going to be a little bit more leisurely than what we have done in the past. So we'll just see how things go. Let's see. I've seen Finding Nemo the musical quite a few times, and if we get to the parks and we've done some of the other things that we really like to do, Finding Nemo will be on the list, because it is a cute show. It's not my favorite show, but it is a cute show. And if it is hot, which we're praying to God that it is not hot, then that is a good place to go in and get out of the heat, get some air conditioning, and enjoy something that is fun to watch. So that is on the list, but if I don't get to it, it's not a big deal. I think I also, in my 7 things that I've never done, I said that in Dino Land, we've never played any of the arcade games, and I thought that would be something fun to do this time around. Most parks I can kind of like plan, I'm going to go in this area and stay in that area and see things, and then go to another area so that I'm not trekking back and forth. That never seems to happen at Animal Kingdom. For some reason, when we get to Animal Kingdom, we get lost. I think that is probably one of the few parks that I have to have a map. And even with the map, I still get lost. And so it is a priority to do a few things there that we've never done before. But I'm not going to rush anywhere. So I have to keep reminding myself, I'm not going to rush anywhere. I'm going to soak in the atmosphere. And there's a lot of atmosphere at Animal Kingdom to actually soak in. So I'm actually looking forward to that. So that is the priority, not to rush anywhere, Cindy. Okay. We would like to do Rivers of Light, which is in Asia, and that is a nighttime showing. And so we're still debating whether or not it is worth us doing a dining reservation for, so that we can get priority seating. I think because of the time of year that it's going to be, I'm not so much worried about getting priority seating. I wouldn't mind sitting for a little while and waiting for the show. And so you guys, if you've done the priority seating, you tell me if it's worth doing that. I'm trying to remember if there's a fast pass for it. I'm not sure that there is. If there is, then maybe that is something we could consider doing. But again, because we're not getting tickets until we get there, that might not even be something that we can, actually do. And so that would mean us getting in line early enough to, be able to get decent seats. Let's see. Pandora. Okay, I have mixed feelings about Pandora. I know everybody gets excited about Pandora and they love the Flight of Avatar. I rode the Flight of Avatar. We had fast pass for it. And so I'm not sure that I'm willing to wait in a 2-hour or 3-hour line just to ride um, Flight of Passage. I'm just gonna be honest with you. And Navi River Journey is nice and it's cute, and it is something that we could like go to first thing in the morning, which is what we've done, and which was how we did it the first time we got to ride it. Is we went there first thing in the morning, and everyone else and their mama was headed towards Flight of Passage. So going to Navi River Journey was actually easy. Once they separated everyone, and we rode on it like within 10 minutes of getting to the ride. And I know it's not as popular, so that's something we could actually do and without probably any issues at all. But Flight of Passage, I just don't see that if I can't get a fast pass for it, which it goes right away, I don't see us making that a priority this trip. Maybe in the future, yes, but this trip, not necessarily it's not necessarily something that we're looking to actually do. But what we are looking to do is to go at night to the Pandora section, just so that we can see it all lit up at night, because that's something we didn't do when we went to see it in 2017. So that is the other thing. We've never gone to the park, Animal Kingdom Park, at night, and so that is actually a priority for us on this trip. I think I'm basically done. I know most people don't like It's Tough to Be a Bug, but I actually like going through the line to go see It's Tough to Be a Bug, because I love the Tree of Life. I think it is one of the most beautiful icons that Magic Kingdom, that Disney has, next to Cinderella's castle. It is probably my next favorite icon for the parks. And so as much as I like the ride, don't get me wrong, I like going on It's Tough to Be a Bug, but I mostly go so that I can experience the tree carvings. I think it is the neatest thing that Disney has come up with in quite a while. It is just, it looks like a real tree. I mean, it looks like a real tree that somebody just carved into and created all these different animals, and I just think it is this most beautiful thing in the world. And so I know there's not going to be a worry about getting to see It's Tough to Be a Bug, and unless they close it before I get there, I know we are going to get on It's Tough to Be a Bug. It's not a ride, but we're going to go to It's Tough to Be a Bug just so I can see the Tree of Life. So that's not a priority for a lot of people, but it definitely is for me. I want to meet a couple of characters at Animal Kingdom. We haven't tried eating at Animal Kingdom, so it's still kind of up in the air as if that's something we're going to try. More than likely it would be a quick service restaurant, so if you have any ideas for quick service restaurants to eat at Animal Kingdom, please let me know. I know a priority for us is going to be watching the performers that are around Animal Kingdom. That is going to be a must this trip. And then lastly, I think on that list, depending on how cold it is or not, I would really like to ride Kali River Rapids, because we've never done it before and it's always been on my bucket list to do. But every year that we've gone to Animal Kingdom, it was just too hot to do it, or it was too cold to do it. And so temperature somewhere in between would be nice. Somewhere in between too hot and too cold would be nice. And depending on the weather and depending on how long the ride is, how long the wait time for the ride is, that would be a priority for me. So that's basically my priorities for Animal Kingdom. I'm excited about going and looking at Animal Kingdom in a different light, because like I said, it is probably the park that we spent the least amount of time at, and everybody loves it. I have a cousin who we took her many years ago, when Animal Kingdom first opened, and she loved it. She loved it because it was African themed. She loved the people. And that's some of the things that I loved about it too. My fondest memory of Animal Kingdom was riding the Kilimanjaro Safari for the first time. And our guide was from Africa. And I still watch the video sometime that we had. The guide was, I mean, we felt like we were on a safari. And this was when they had the little poacher's story in it. I don't think that's in there anymore. And I mean, he had us flying in that truck. And it was just fun. It was as if you were on an African safari, as far as I can tell for an African safari. And we saw lots of animals. I just thought that was neat. That's why it's still one of my favorite rides at Animal Kingdom, because it holds such fond memories, and it was so much fun getting on and seeing the animals up close as if you were actually on a safari. So I'm really looking forward to exploring and seeing different things. I'm probably not going to go to all of the different sections that has all the different animals, because my favorite animals are the ones that I see on the Kilimanjaro Safari, and so that is probably not at the top of the priority list. I'm not really rushing to get on a bunch of rides. So for me, it'll be the shows, it'll be the safari, it'll be just walking around and experience the park itself. And so I'm really looking forward to doing that. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this series. I only have one more left, and that's Hollywood Studios, my priorities for that. And after that, we're going to move on to things that I really love about why I love Magic Kingdom, why I love Animal Kingdom, why I love Hollywood Studios, why I love the resorts, why I love the things that I love about Disney, and why we keep going back, because that's the question that everyone asks. You've been, why do you keep going back? And I'm going to tell you why I keep going back. So stay tuned for those videos. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? And if you really want to keep up with when my videos go up, right now it looks like the weekends, then hit that notification button. And if you follow me on Twitter and if you follow me on Instagram, I always say when a new video has gone up. I appreciate those of you who watch, and until I see you the next time, have a blessed day. Bye.